Hey everyone, it's CR7 here, and welcome to a weekday edition of post-race thoughts and recap videos for the Daytona 500 that was moved to today due to a smorgasbord of rain over the course of the weekend, which left the fans frustrated. But the Daytona 500 has wrapped up, so I have my race notes with me. So it's only one page, surprisingly. I thought there was going to be like 2 or 3, but not that many wrecks in this one. So anyways, we're going to start right out of the gate with a crash on the opening laps with Harrison Burton, Carson Hocevar in the 77 car, Kaz Grala, Jimmy Johnson, Austin Dillon, Priest, and John Hunter Nemechek. It all started when Brad gave John Hunter a push, and he pushed him into Burton, which turned Burton sideways across Hocevar, and they slid through the grass, and Burton got hit twice by 2 cars. I think it was Grala and Dillon that hit him, I do believe. I don't know. But Johnson had nowhere to go. He hit Hocevar as he came up the track. And Johnson recovered, but he was a couple laps down. Hocevar couldn't continue, so his first Daytona 500 was short-lived. So anyways, a restart on lap 12. And then, before the end of the stage, the leaders came in to top off on Sunoco fuel on lap 40 to 41. And then more cars come in at lap 55 and 56 to make it to the end of the stage. And Chase Elliott won the first stage, getting him calling first dibs on the playoff points. Stage 2 began at lap 71, and then more pit stops at lap 111 and 112. And Josh Berry had a little spin going on pit road. He was able to recover. And stage 2 was caution-free, surprisingly. And Ryan Blaney took the stage 2 win. And Kyle Busch had an issue on pit road where I think the left front tire wasn't on all the way. So we had to drive on the apron to prevent his car, prevent the wheel from falling off the car. So that was costly. So anyways, the final stage began with 64 laps to go. And then with 23 and 22 laps to go, I just noticed a typo error on my notes. It says 23 to 23 to go. I just noticed that. Final pit stops with 23 to 22 laps to go. And then the big one came out of nowhere. And it all started with Byron and Keselowski getting swirly. Well, Byron was swirly. He kind of got bumped into Keselowski, right-reared Keselowski. He went in front of the field and wrecked everyone, well, almost every car. But here are the drivers that were involved in that accident. Eric Jones, Anthony Alfredo in the 62 car, Brad Keselowski, Martin Truex Jr., Ryan Blaney, who had a little bit of a wrist thingy. The wheel snapped and hurt his wrist, but he says his wrist is okay. Joey Logano got caught up in it. Chase Briscoe, Todd Gilliland, Denny Hamlin, who suffered minimal damage, Ty Gibbs, Noah Gragson in the 10 car, Daniel Suarez, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., the defending Daytona 500 champion, Chris Buescher, Tyler Reddick, Ryan Preece, who had a big tumble in the summer race last year, Justin Haley, and Christopher Bell all were involved. I think that's everyone that got involved in that wreck. Sometimes I have a bit of trouble identifying who was involved in bigger wrecks, like if it's like a 20-car pileup. But I did pretty well. So anyways, the red flag was thrown to clean up. And then after the cleanup was done, restart with 4 laps to go, and it went all the way to the white flag, where Ross Chastain tried to make a bold move, try to thread the needle, but Cindric came up in the tri-oval, took himself out and Chastain. And also David Reagan was involved in that accident too. But the caution came out after the white flag was thrown, and it was between the Hendrick cars of Alex Bowman and William Byron. And after further review, William Byron wins the Daytona 500 in a close finish. This is the second consecutive time that the Daytona 500 has finished under caution. So congratulations to William Byron for winning his first Daytona 500 and putting the 24 car back in victory lane in this race. And what fitting way to win the Daytona 500 on the 40th, I think the 40th anniversary of Hendrick Motorsports. I think on this day in, I think 84 was their first start in the Cup Series. That's what started it all for Rick Hendrick. How fitting to win on a anniversary of a race team, and a big as race of as the Daytona 500 is. That is pretty cool. So those are my race notes. Let me just set them over to the side here. And that was the recap. Now to my personal thoughts. This is another one for the record books. Another exciting Daytona 500 has wrapped up. There was really intense three-wide racing, I guess towards the end of the stages and towards the end of the race as well, where it all boiled over when the big one happened. So, it's a shame that the 11 couldn't win it 4 years later after the 2020 500, but that one didn't really count because that was obviously overshadowed by a frightening wreck with Ryan Newman. So, anyways, that'll cap off this post-race thoughts recap video. Stay tuned for later tonight, because we're not done yet. The Xfinity race is going to be ran later tonight as of uploading this. So stay tuned for that. It's a post-race thoughts recap doubleheader. So, that'll officially do it. Subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.